Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. He is Charles Scharf of the men's cross country team. Charles, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Over the weekend, you kicked off the cross country season with a individual win at the Shenandoah Twilight Open. Take us through that race last Thursday.
Yeah, so the goal of that race was really just to transition to racing on grass for the first time in a while. After a long track season, a lot of summer running, you don't really get on grass, and it's kind of a different feel and a different environment. So the real goal of that race was really just to get a really solid effort in on grass, mix it up a little bit, and see what happens, and it ended up going really well.
What's been one of the big focal points of training so far, whether it be in the preseason or the first week or so of the season here, and just kind of something you're really trying to get in the rhythm of?
Yeah, so I think our team is really focused on getting in a rhythm of running as a team. It really helps to have people up front who are, talented individually, but also you can't really win that way. You kind of need a full team to really get you there. So we've been really focusing the first couple weeks on having like groups of 3 or 4 guys all together, running through workouts together, running through practices together, just so that we get a feel of that whole team environment so that you can do it in practice and you can do it in a meet.
It seemed to pay off last Thursday. You guys scored only 18 points. 15 is a perfect score going 1 through 5. So it seems like that pack mentality kind of worked in the first race of the season.
Yeah, it worked out really well, and we're hoping to keep that momentum going.
So it's obviously your first season here at WNL, but not your first year running collegiately. You're enrolled at law school here. What made the decision to come to Lexington, enroll in WNL law school, and also still utilize some eligibility to run cross country?
Yeah, so when I originally was doing my search for law schools, WNL was on my radar. They're a very, very good law school. And then when I started narrowing down my selection, I attended an admitted students day. I really enjoyed my time there. And so the whole community and vibe was really good. I liked the focus of their law school. I liked how it felt. They were all really welcoming. And then they're very generous when it comes to things like financial aid as well. And the rent in Lexington is also pretty cheap, which is a plus. And then after that, I decided, okay, I still have eligibility left. I've decided that I want to go here purely based on the academics and nothing else. So let's see if I can run here as well. So I made the decision based on the academics. It's a great school, and then they have a great program, and I really wanted to be a part of it, and I had extra eligibility. So I thought about using them both.
So the next race isn't until next Friday, September 16th at the regional preview in Newport News over in Christopher Newport. How are you using this time here kind of in between races? You got one race under your belt. What are you doing to get ready for the next one and kind of the outlook for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so to get ready for this next race, we're transitioning to doing more longer, steadier efforts. We did some long, steady efforts earlier, but they were at a little bit of a slower pace just to try to build some aerobic fitness. Now we're going to start transitioning into some longer, steadier, faster things to start building some aerobic and anaerobic fitness going into this meet. As far as the outlook for the rest of the season goes, we're hoping that once we get a good idea of how the region looks overall, that we can start attacking meets like SUNY Geneseo on October 1st and October 16th at Rowan. So we can start, comparing ourselves to other regions and seeing how strong the South region will be in general, because that matters when it comes to at-large bids.
Well, he is Charles Scharf, a member of the men's cross country team and one of this week's GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Charles, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Now joined by Carolyn Todd of the women's cross country team. Carolyn, coming off a strong week this past week, you won your first race of the season. It was a good performance for the team as well. Kind of talk us through that race and kind of how things turned out last week.
Yeah, it was exciting. Coach Mike kind of talked to us before the race about taking it out easy, kind of just settling in to get our 1, 2, 3 kind of as close and tight to the front as we could. So I just sat right behind the lead Dickinson girl until the last mile, and then I picked it up a little bit and everyone kind of followed behind me. So it worked out really well. We had 1, 2, 3 finish, and then we had 8, 9 coming in pretty close behind. So that was really exciting to see some freshmen in there and some girls who really moved up from last year.
What's been maybe a point of emphasis or something you guys have worked on, whether it be in the preseason or the first couple weeks of practice, to kind of get ready not only for the first meet but the first stretch of the season here?
Yeah, I think we're just really enjoying each other's company and enjoying that we can all be together. We have a huge team. I think it might possibly be the biggest team we've ever had. We have 9 freshmen. I love them already. It's been so exciting getting to know them. So having a lot of fun has definitely been an emphasis, so that's really exciting.
Now you've been here for a couple of years, kind of the senior season. Kind of what are some of the expectations you have for yourself, and kind of some things maybe for the team as well in this season?
Yeah, my freshman year we made it to nationals, and that was really exciting. A great way to kick off college. So I went alone. Claire Hamlet on the team came with me just to keep me company, which was great. But I really want to have the whole team back there this year, so that would be very exciting. We obviously have some big team goals, so that would be amazing.
Next race is until next Friday, September 16th, and kind of the South Regional preview over at Christopher Newport. Big meet, especially something for kind of the beginning of the season. Kind of what are your expectations for that, and kind of then looking more long term, how are you guys after that going to hit the ground running and kind of get through the rest of the season?
Yeah, we're getting in a lot of really good workouts and just base mile runs leading up to that race, and then we're going to try to have a really good effort there. We're going to use the competition that we have to see what we can do. It'll be really exciting, and then obviously we have big goals for the rest of the season. So I think that will just be kind of the first step to getting to where we want to go.
Well, Carolyn, thanks so much for joining us, and congratulations on a strong start to the season and being named one of this week's GeneralSports.com Athletes of the Week.
Thank you so much.